Good morning. It's 5:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, September 12th, Wednesday. Let's see what's going on. Well, market's been down a little bit. Took a hit to 48, which I do believe is Litecoin's bottom price. It's holding at 48. Let's see. Okay, without looking, 224455, largest sell wall. Let's go to 224455. Now again, I have to be clairvoyant. I'll explain this to you again. I'll explain it to Coinbase again today too myself. These trades are designed to kettle the price in between them. Low volatility, low volume markets, easy to manipulate using two walls, a buy wall, sell wall. Now the price is kettled between them. What is kettling? They push the price in between those two trades like the police push demonstrators into a controlled area. Okay? He wants to lower the price. He pushes this sell wall down, which he's been doing. I've seen it. I got it in the previous video. And he'll move this down. In this case, he doesn't have to because he won't, because he'll place his orders in here. That's why you see this high 24-hour volume. He's been squeezing this down, placing his trades in there. He's manipulating the market to get the price to where he desires, which is illegal in any market. This market, regardless of what, stop listening to the exchange and start listening to the people who regulate business. If you do business in the United States and you're an exchange and you're selling what they perceive as a commodity, you fall under the supervision of the CFTC. That's the bottom line. Do not listen to these exchanges that they're unregulated. They are not the governing body that makes up the laws. Coinbase Pro is not the governing body that makes up the laws. The CFTC is part of the governing body that makes up the laws and enforces them. In May, seeing such trades as this, the CFTC says it's time to step in and regulate these exchanges under our supervision because they fall under our supervision as the law dictates. Not as Coinbase Pro dictates, or somebody who may have enough money for a new pair of sneakers running some shorts dictates. Under what the government says. You want to drive a car on the road, you're free to do so, but it's regulated. You understand? You can't be doing 90 miles an hour on a 30-mile-an-hour side street. All right? It's that simple. Anybody who tries to profess their brave heart and they're wild and free and the government's suppressing them, well, you're living in the 21st century, not the 12th. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. So what's going to happen now is the CFTC in May subpoenaed several exchanges, including Coinbase Pro. All right? They got too many complaints, and the CFTC is, I've dealt with them before, is when they get a complaint, they just don't say, oh, well, based on your complaint, we're going to subpoena Coinbase Pro. It doesn't work that way. What happens is that they subpoena Coinbase Pro based on evidence that the person who's complaining about Coinbase Pro has provided. They review that evidence. You'll sit there in a conference call while they review your evidence with the head lawyer that's based in Chicago, plus about 4 or 5 other lawyers that'll be sitting in that seat to question you. I know. I went through the process. Now, when you look at this, what is the evidence? You look at this video here. You can actually see the kettle is going on. I have seen him kettle every week, and every week all he does is he changes the market size. That's all he does. And he still kettles. See? You see how he drops the price here is he pushes this down and he squeezes the price into his buys. That's what he's doing. It's very plain to see. Anybody knows how to read an order book. Unfortunately, the younger generation has no idea how to read an order book or that it even can be read. What do you think they call it a book for? That's what I don't understand these days. You tell people, well, you have to learn how to read an order book. Oh, there's no such thing. What do you think they call it a book for? I'll say it again. So there you go. There is the trades that are used to kettle the price. Now, today's kettle is to bring the price down. He's pushing it down to the epicenter. Where the USD spread, this is the epicenter. This is the 0 point. So if he wants the price to go down, he pushes his wall. Let's just say this toxic. Let's just use some words, the millennials. This is a toxic sell wall. He's pushing it in your face to bring down the price. This, on the other side, is where this privileged person thinks the price should be. He's controlling the market. He has some kind of privilege that you don't have. He's got money. He can tell you what to do. He can set the price. Are you hearing it, young crowd? I'm speaking in your language. So this privileged person is controlling the price and telling you what you're going to pay for your commodity, what you're going to sell it for. He's interfering with your free market, your freedom. We're making this politically correct. Since it's very popular, I'm going to make this politically correct. So this person is serving himself, and he doesn't care about the diversity of price. The volatility, diversity of price, we're going to call that now. So since political correctness is so popular, when I go to court, this is how I'm going to speak, and I'm going to win. So what you're doing is you're allowing one person who's probably affluent, privileged, control the market. He's privileged because he has wealth. Enough wealth to hold 2,244 coins, about 55, and enough wealth to purchase them. So he's privileged. And this privileged person is basically pissing on everybody's right to a free and balanced market. Now, I'm hoping now you guys understand it when I use that terminology. Now, I called up Coinbase Pro and asked them to cease and desist this privileged person from downtrodden those who want a free and balanced market. So now I'm going to start speaking the jargon of the social justice warrior, because a lot of these young millennials trade on here. I'm going to have to start speaking their language. So what needs to be done? I think Coinbase Pro needs to be demonstrated against. I think a whole bunch of you should go in front of his office, go to Brian Armstrong's house, and demonstrate in front of his house. Because he's a white privileged male that allows other white privileged males to control a market, a diversified market from every people walk of life, white, black, Latino like myself, and they're abusing us by price manipulation. It's there, you to see. I think somebody should come to our aid. I think BAM should go in front of the Coinbase Pro's headquarters in LA. I think Antifa should show up. This is capitalism run amok, taking people out, taking their money. I think Antifa needs to get involved. This 10% down, this is oppression right here. It's being manipulated down by the privileged few. the affluent, the man. This is fascism. This is this is a fascist coming in here and taking over the market and downtrodden the people, robbing them. There you go. Fascist capitalism. Brian Armstrong is a fascist. Charlie Lee's a freaking lapdog to fascist. Let me post this up. I'm having a good time here.